First off, I want to share with you something that the Lord showed me last night in a dream. Last night in the dream, we were over in Anderson, South Carolina, over on the old side. I call it the old side, like going towards the Lord's Cemetery at the four-way stop with a little CVS on the corner. We were down the road at one church. We was praising and giving God glory. And we were preaching and teaching the word of God. But then on the corner, as we were going back, on the corner there was another church. And in that church, they were having church outside. They had posters up. And they was chanting a certain man's name, that is to be our president. And they were chanting his name with red posters up in the sky. And as I rode by, the Lord spoke to me. He says, when are my men and women of God going to start back preaching the word again? He told me in a dream, I heard his voice, plain as day. He says to tell, and I hope some of them watching. He said, tell my men and women of God that are standing on their pulpits and preaching the word of God, said that people don't need to hear sermons about who is better than the other. They don't need to hear sermons about Democratic or Republican. They don't need to hear sermons about this president and that president and who's going to be the Senate, who's going to be in the House. He said, because we got to stop doing this, talking about who, they, where, or what. But the Lord spoke to me. He says that preach my word. He said, if you preach my word, he said, if you preach my word, you won't have nothing to worry about. Just preach my word. He said, because my people need my word. They don't need your emotions. They don't need what you feel about certain situations. Because whatever you preach and teach through the pulpit, if you give people your emotions, they're not getting what they need.